Hey there everyone, back again with another video. And in this video we are gonna see a classical problem or classical algorithm, that is the merge sort. Okay. So the merge sort is an algorithm that is based on the divide and conquer approach. Okay. So what merge sort does, because we know that beforehand we have all the algorithms such as bubble sort and other things. They solve our problem in order of n square times. Okay. N square times. But if we have a small array, let's say we have an array of 5 elements, then this bubble sort will not affect our computation. But if we have an array of 1,000 data or millions of data, then this bubble sort will definitely can take us into trouble. So what we will do now, we will see a algorithm, that is the merge sort, which will definitely try to help us in our algorithm. What merge sort does is that it takes us to the log of n log n. Okay. It brings the computation to n log n, so it is much more good than n square. Okay. So I'm not gonna show the code. Okay, I'm just gonna explain the method of what we can do. Okay. So firstly, let's say that we have an array of, let's say, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So what we will do, firstly we will divide the array into two parts. Okay, let's say that we have 0 also, so that we can divide it evenly. Okay. So now what we will do, we will divide the array in two parts. So our array will be 5, 4, 3, and our array will be 2, 1. Sorry. Our array will be 2, 1, and 0. Okay. Now we will again divide this whole array into two parts. Okay. So firstly, what we will do, we will divide 3 by 2, that is 1. So 0, 1. Okay. So we will get 5, 4 at one point, and we will get 3. Sorry. We will get 3 at a point. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll again divide this into two parts. 2 and 1 will be one array, and 0 will be another array. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll again divide this. So at the end we can see that we will have 5 uh, and 4 and 3, and here we will get 2, 1, and 0. We will get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 in a separate array. Okay. And now what we have to do, we have to take two elements. Let's say what we will do, we will take two elements, two arrays, and we will merge them. How we will merge them? We will just check whether the first element is greater than the other element or not. If it is greater than, then we will swap them. Okay, so what we will get? We will get 4 and 5 at this point. Okay. We will do 3 and 2. We will merge 3 and 2. Or, oh, sorry. What we will do, we will just merge this 2 and 1. So it will become 1, 2. And then what we will do, we will merge this 4, 5, and 3. So it will become 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And now what we'll do, we will just take this array or these two arrays, and it will become 0, 1, and 2. And now what we will merge both these array, and our array will become 0, 0. This is 0. We will have 1, we will have 2, we will have 3, we will have 3, we will have 4, we will have 5. Okay. At the end. So it means that firstly, until this point, we were dividing our array. Okay. We were dividing our array, and after that we are merging our array. Okay. So at last, that's why it is called divide and conquer approach. Okay. So I'm gonna show you a little code of this so that you can understand what is happening. Okay, one sec. Okay. So let me show you a code written in Java. Okay. So firstly, you can see that I have a array. I will just provide a Geeks for Geek link in the description. You can directly go to that link and see the algorithm also. Okay. So we have a array. Okay, we have a single array, and now what we are doing? Firstly, we are just calling the short function. So in the short function, you can see that what we have done. We have just divided the whole array depending upon its starting point and the ending point, or the starting index and the ending index, and we are just finding the middle of that index. Okay, let's say we are having 0 and n, to 0 plus n divided by 2. Okay, 0 plus n, and then what we are doing, we are just using the recursion to divide the sub array into smaller parts. Okay, we are just dividing the arrays into smaller parts, and after that what we are doing, we are just trying to merge all those arrays, all those small parts into a single array. So this merge function will call that thing. So what you can see that we have started in the starting, we have created a array of two array, that is, one is the left, one is the right array. That will definitely contain the array from our original array. You can see that this. So what this L and R will do, L and R, let me take a new color. This L and R will store my new array, that is 543 and 210. Okay, and in moving forward, it will just check. You can see that it is checking whether my index in left, what we are doing, we are just seeing we are using the two pointers algorithm in a way in which it will just check the element in the both of the array, and now it will just merge them. Okay, so you can see that after checking if it is greater, it is just appending them, or it is just replacing my original array and creating it a new array. In the similar way, you can check that if it is not less than that, then it will do replace in that only. Okay. In the similar way, this is also doing, it is just incrementing the values from the point of I and j. Okay, so this is the way in which we can do the merge sort. We have to just divide the whole array into smaller parts in the sub problems, and after those sub problems are achieved, we have to merge them depending upon their size. So we are finding just the size of the array newly created and creating a new array. Then we are adding up the element in the new created array, and then we are just using our what you can say, the swapping algorithms, or we are just swapping, we are just checking whether the left portion is greater than right portion. Then we will just, if this is greater than, then we will store the smaller element in our array. Okay, so yeah, you will find this in the description, the pseudo code of this program, and even the link of the Geeks for Geek. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.